Welcome back to the altar. So I'm staying until the last day almost, which is day 36. 37 I think, yeah, 37 I think is the last day. But I don't want to risk it that much. By the way, the longer you stay here, the more resources will appear on the map, but also the more radiation anomalies will appear. Also, keep in mind you can get 2 planetary samples from this area. So that means I used one for advanced non-metal outpost and one for advanced metal outpost. So don't leave until you get at least 2 of these things, even though you'll finish the game much faster, because, well, I think the game is designed for, it's balanced around the easier difficulty to be played, and you'll always have a lot more time to win. So I guess we're just waiting right now. Okay, it's done. Another big thing that you have to worry about is you cannot exceed 450 weight. So my current base weight is 440, which means I can use a max of 440 organics. So the more weight you have on your base, the more organics you need to leave. And you can actually go over 450 organics, which means you cannot leave. So I had to trim down my base quite a bit, and I couldn't build all of the stuff I wanted. I also built another Rapidium arc, which is a big problem because if you build it, well, guess what? You cannot build some other stuff. So we cannot build the gym or the contemplation room. I also made it a point to research everything before we left, so the scientists will be free when we arrive on the new chapter. So let's just, I think we can stay a little longer, but our storage is filled up. We have all the things we need, including food. But more importantly, we have a lot of minerals, which seem to be the biggest problem of the game sometimes. So let's start the journey. Oh boy. I don't have space for them, do I? Guess we have some space for them somehow. So that was Act 1. We're going into Act 2. Act 2 will be the longest and the most interesting act of the game. Act 3 is kind of short. This is such a derpy looking mobile base. Could have just made it on spider legs, or maybe if they would have added some spider legs to assist with the movement, it would have been okay. Time to unwind. They are arguing again. Usually in the kitchen, only bad stuff happens here.
Man, I'm telling you, we need it. Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views
We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good.
Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out. Calm our nerves. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead.
The
Ever heard of a
Soviet
surgeon
synthwave.
celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please.
Oh, that's the original Neyreyan?
You never said what you'd want to hear.
I don't want rave, I want... Yeah, I guess I'll go with rock and roll, to be honest. Because the technician is the hardest guy to please anyway, and he's our main villain, to be honest.
Let's turn up those guitars. Now you're on. Look. Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle?
Oh my word.
Come on, it was a hot.
I actually have fond memories. Bliss, and thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when...
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later, and some good tunes we put. And to think it all...
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher.
That's because he was a musician. Remember the first thing he made us play? It's... But the
I'm pretty...
I wonder if we'd even remember Hilly. Oh, I never gave up jamming with the...
I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit. Luckily, we're not here to...
You know what? You're right. I bet we could write a song, Uncle. All we need... Up to it?
Okay, some of the discussions are really forced on the player. I mean,
Man, I'm telling you,
nobody would
hey,
say
huh?
this. Music is
And
music.
I'm telling you, this is the least
The more
important
music
of our
you have, the
priorities.
more you'll appreciate it. So it's not like you listen to the same playlist over and over. Wait, what if you don't have enough resources to build a guitar? What then? Percussion remove bass. I guess it's an old guitar, acoustic guitar, yeah. Or?
Evacuation functionality.
Yeah, so I got most of the things
Hello?
ready anyway.
Yeah,
Hello.
this is Maxwell.
What about...
Your wife, Lena Berg?
Come on. It was just a harm...
Well, it seems she also found the time to accuse... You do realize I am...
About time.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with...
Tell me your cargo is alright. The epitome is fine.
Opidium?
Good.
Why so curious?
You think it will be? You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home before your wife barged in with herself.
You mean...
It's too early.
What?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes... It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils
Yeah, more
down to
than
being a passive
corporations.
opportunist with no moral center.
Exactly. That's actually a good...
Wait a second. Don't you work for
I work with... Does it mean I can't have dreams?
dreams?
Remember when I told you about our...
And how we...
Well, ever since I learned about you, that is why, contrary to the members of the board,
I'll sacrifice everything, well...
It feels good to have somebody...
I'm glad you appreciate. Maybe it's my fault.
About...
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind from...
So,
Yes,
you're responsible for all this.
it's never just one person.
Who commissioned?
Who commissioned these...
I can't say any more, Jan. For the very same reasons. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if any...
That you're
that I'm using the
aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation.
Okay.
I'm not sure you do.
Harder.
Well, there might come a moment.
Are you... For...
Tough to...
That...
Well, it's the best I can do. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point.
Good.
In the meantime, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, it's the problem that not all of the alters will agree with us, and not all of them will make it back home with us, probably, I assume. Because that's what he is implying. Some of them will have to agree to some really bad things if they want to come back to Earth. And I don't want to even imagine what those bad things are, but it's pretty obvious we cannot go back with a bunch of our clones there. How many did you have to create? Oh, between 1 and 10, I don't know. I guess you have to tell them about the mission. Yeah,
Okay.
it might be rebellion.
God is a guitar. Now about something from our old repertoire.
For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? True.
Huh. People liked our lyrics, but we had some. How about this? We could use one of
And by
us.
Sounds great.
I like it. That's the. Like I said, something relatable.
I would add something about the love that...
And I could sing something about. Sounds like a plan.
What?
What's your subject of choice?
Nope. Fine.
And
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's...
okay then. Jan, your turn.
They're all the
I could
heroes.
sing about the. Yeah, expect looking. I'm ready for. Yeah, but. Alright.
Oh, let's just...
Okay, here goes.
Are they going to make me listen to
Growing
indie
up
music?
apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around.
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Looking at the path ahead, I'm ready for its twists and turns, but I'm no longer left all by myself. I know I'm in it with my friends. Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight.
Well, that was emotional. Mostly because it highlights how your life could change so
We
much
stop again.
because of a single choice or two choices.
Are we there already?
But it's more complicated than that. Your life will never depend on a single choice and will never branch
Base
out
seems
like
to be a
that.
bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving?
Yeah.
More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system.
My what?
We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious.
Curious. What way?
A bad way?
I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them.
Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing
Oh,
out,
that's
Jan?
bad. There are floating rocks in front of us. We need a big laser. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but your life will never branch out like that. There will never will be a single decision that will change your life so dramatically. But I like the idea, and I kind of agree with it. But I don't think someone will end up a scientist if they make another choice. Yeah, but it still makes me kind of sad because everyone lost stuff, especially when it comes to the loved ones. Or possible loved ones. Possibly careers. You always have a few choices in careers. Are they arguing in the kitchen again before even we didn't even start? Yeah.
You're short-sighted. We need those additional resources to ensure better safety measures in the future.
We won't be die of irradiation. Ever wondered if she cheated on you?
What?
Hey. Oh, man.
Come on, Wild T. Okay, what's happening here? We have to maintain their morale as fast as possible.
Hey. Except for waking up in the tech... Which?
Okay, I'll not come with that. Come on, don't get weird.
Hey.
I think I'm fine. That's exactly...
Fost premature, exactly. Where is the dormitory right now? It's above me. I changed it before I started recording.
Almost feels like home.
Almost.
Hey. Yep. I don't... Could have made more...
Okay, let's explore the great unknown, because this will be the first time we step out and it will be interesting. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the game, but again, they are exaggerating with some parts that shouldn't be so exaggerated. I guess we can approach the gnome.
What the hell is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. Need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on.
Yeah, we need to build our post. It looks like we can go backwards. Okay, that's already stuck. I mean, we need to destroy rocks.
Want me to take a look there?
I don't think I want to deal with that in my near radiation. That much radiation. Yeah, someone will have to do that. What are their assignments? Well, workshop will be for the technician. Scientist over there. Oh, what did we get? Some organics left over. I guess you don't start to zero organics, otherwise that might end up in a game over situation. Oh, the radiation is brutal over here. Yeah, that's why I don't want to mess with that stuff. No, the first goal is to build an outpost of some kind, of any kind to be honest, so the miner can work in it. area is extremely dangerous from what I can see. Okay, I guess there are caves all over the place and I have to learn the layout of the land. Oh, so... this is actually a big area. It would be hard to find the vein. FPS is a little bit wobbly. Oh, and you can go a few places there as well. I did have the research done. So it's probably somewhere over here, I would assume. Yeah, with these huge pylons it's so much easier to see. You can basically cover the entire thing. Not there. Looks like it's here. Well, rats. Okay, that was pretty hard to find. Advanced on metal. I guess we couldn't take all of the stuff with us and we just took the small mining outpost, which is a bit annoying, but what can we do? I guess we just need to increase our weight capacity, which is sad. So we need to build a pylon. Did we get the advanced pylon? Oh, we cannot build in the cave, okay. While I'm seeing some of the obvious problems here, it's a lot of scouting, I guess. Cannot bypass this anomaly. Yeah, that was actually super hard to do. Yeah, I guess this area is supposed to be much harder in terms of exploration and actually anything else. It's super hard to get...
Whoa. This anomaly. I haven't seen them behave like this.
Come on, game, I just went down this path. one is much bigger, or maybe it's my imagination. I guess also need the normal pylons. Is that a normal pylon? It's tough, man. It's tough. Wait, are all of them moving? Oh, I think that means I need 5 normal pylons for... Okay, now I understand why it didn't work. Yeah, this area is tricky. Final pylon will connect everything. Well, it would connect it if I had the final pylon. Okay, good thing. Good thing we have a lot of metals, otherwise this would have been horrible. So he'll make pylons. And that's about it. We didn't get new research, we didn't get much else. Actually, let me recharge the battery and then we'll go and get that planetary sample. We'll need it. We need a lot of everything. I would say the first day over here is a total disaster. We didn't even get a single working base, a single metal outpost. And yeah, it looks like it destroyed some of the advanced metal outposts I had. I guess the game should really tell you about that decision. Because it seems like it should tell you what you're destroying, the advanced ones or the regular ones. Going upwards. Upgrade. Oh, so we cannot climb it at all. Not really, the day is almost over anyway. Are the days this much shorter? Yeah, it looks like it goes up on the other side, not here. Oh boy, this is going to be much harder than I thought. Well, not really that much harder, but you can see it's so much more tedious. Guess this is the metal area. Okay. At least we had a lot of food prepared, and now we can relax a little bit while we are here. Okay. Can make some radiation filters now. So. Yeah, I was not expecting this new area to be so weirdly thrown out all over the place. What is your issue? Cheap.
I discovered an pulsate. Yeah, and very interesting. I suppose destroying it will be easier if you. Huh. Hey, It looks like something is Good thing our base stopped, or wait. Amazing. How this. Yeah, it's almost. I can take the pressure, but we can't. How do you? We'll need to start. The base should have blueprints for a device called. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere. We're in a canyon, right? So, okay.
Okay, let's insert the chip into the quantum computer. Hey, lucky for us, the chip is actually very, very close to us. Now I assume we have to summon a new character. It will be the Doctor. Well, cooks food faster, heals alters faster. I guess it will always have to be the Doctor, but let me look at something else before I start. I might want to trigger more. Okay, sorry about this. I guess we're looking. I want to read a little bit about the Doctor and other options, I guess. Hmm. Problem is that you don't know if your altar will help you or be kind of annoying, because like with the miner is super hard. It's super hard to understand how this will work out, because if you get a character that will have a lot of problems in the beginning, I'll have to restart. So what else can we have? So the refiner is the problem. Okay, I guess we'll take the doctor. How do you become a doctor at scientist technician? Doesn't know. we're not really refining anything, to be honest, and the worker seems like it will be useful, but everyone else can just do the other stuff. Okay, I didn't actually read the branching path of that one. Okay, let's go back. When you choose a new altar, you're actually seeing the branching paths as well. Been here before. The oh, the blind eye, so I never been here. Okay, so you end up on the streets, proud of yourself. No, it's a story about America and their lovely drugs. Natural talent. Yeah, I guess this is the problem. Life is not like this, sadly. Youngest junior doctor at the center. That's so silly. Come on, father is here. Why is this even a choice? What? Some of these developers are borderline, you know, on the other spectrum, because some of these things seem like no normal person would do this unless they have a certain pathology, but that's another thing entirely. Cooking. Guess that's Lena. Oh, that's another person, Eshe. I think the developers are approaching this too superficial. Yeah, it's too much American stuff for me to think about. The story is great until a certain point, but it seems like they're just forcing it so much with some choices like that. We only need 20 Rapidium. Can I play beer pong with anyone? Let's check how they're doing. The miner is very happy, but he doesn't smile at all. I guess we have to play with the technician, a quick one. No, we don't play with anyone because that will trigger a long cooldown that we might not want or need at this stage. Yeah, and everyone tomorrow will see a doctor in the base and they'll say, what? We became a doctor? I think they should have kept it.
Big thing, huh? Must be important.
Yeah. According to the scientist, it's one of Jan's top achievements. Long day, huh?
Exactly. It was better to create the clone during the night because tomorrow it will be ready. Yeah, the developers just took it way too far with some choices and decisions. It makes... To the developers, it seems like life is a joke. You can become whatever. You have an infinite possibilities when that's not really the case. Since you always have the same abilities when you are born. I mean, if you think of quantum mechanics like that or quantum physics, you'll always be born as the same person with the same capacity. So no one will become either a doctor or a scientist, a miner or a brawler or whatever. Because if they're that smart to begin with, that means they'll not make certain choices anyway.
Hey there.
Wakey wakey.
Time to wake up.
Oh, he has a stupid mask. Why does he have the stupid mask? Otherwise you
Don't be
couldn't
freaked
tell you
out,
it's a
okay?
doctor.
Everything's fine.
Is this not a stethoscope?
Yeah, of course. Right. So, where do you think you are? Well, looks like I'm where I'm supposed to be. And
What's with the Harry Potter glasses? Is this a
Nine.
hipster?
exactly. You're on the mission, Huh. You look like... Is this some kind of... In a way? But before we get into it, you... Look, it's not a... Okay. In that case, I passed all the tests. So,
A lot went wrong.
I'll be honest with you. This will sound disturbing. I'm the one who went on this mission, but... So, I decided to create alternative for... What? Wait, does that... Yeah. You're my alter.
Don't tell the clone he's a clone.
My life, I would... And you can still do that, believe me, plenty. You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. My scars, the blisters on my hands. Wow. They're so
Impeccable.
impeccable. And my tattoo. It's gone.
What's up with their obsession with hands? The miner has an obsession with hands as well.
What happened to me? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to... Talking to the others might help you understand. Mission logs. No, man. Huh. The absurd man says... just...
Yeah. I really wish they wouldn't make them so... They could have given them more personality without making them so cheesy and so, I don't know, generic. Oh, he's a doctor, he must have a mask or something. No. Ah. No, I know... Oh, the game crashed. I think I'll leave this episode shorter anyway, because we have a lot of work to do for tomorrow and it seems like the game is more unstable in this chapter, so it suffers from the same problem as a lot of other games suffer, meaning that developers optimize and make all of the good content happen in a small part of the game, and then when you get to another part of the game everything seems a little worse. Bye bye.